All right, I'm on the Cohos Trail, day 1. Just hiked out to the 4th Connecticut Lake, which you can kind of see through there. And the trail goes up this way. So, yeah, getting started. 170 miles down to Crawford Notch. Should be a good couple weeks. All right, onward I go. This is the loop around the 4th Connecticut Lake, and this actually loop around that pond is a really nice trail. And it rained last night, so all the evergreens smell amazing. So it's a really hot, humid day today, so it feels good to actually be in this particular forest, which is covered in hemlocks and spruces. So gonna be a good day. Okay, finally headed south. Went up to the Connecticut Lakes, came back, got lost for the first time. There's a sign saying I'm south, so I have a feeling there's not gonna be a lot of those signs, but I like them. Trail's a little overgrown because it's not a super popular hike. So I figured it's not gonna be like a perfectly groomed trail the whole way. It's going to be a lot of tall grass, and that's okay. It's all part of this adventure. All right, after the initial mile or so of tall grass walking, I've been on this kind of back road walking. And we got a nice little brook over here running. Been plenty of water today. A lot of water sources that are all doing good. So yeah, I'll take this over the tall grass walking, that's for sure. So I've got a few more miles to get to Deer River camp area, and then that'll be it for today. Okay, about 3.5 hours of hiking today, and I'm at Deer Mountain Campground. This is my site. I got this platform. It's pretty nice, and I have a little river brook thing down here, which I am definitely going to go get in, because it's freaking hot and humid. So yeah, not a big fan of being at campgrounds, but it is what it is. Be a good night. All right, I brought a 7-ounce hammock to try it out on this hike for when I get to camp early, like tonight. So see how it goes. Okay, day 2 on the trail. I'm on the Black Cat stretch of trail, and this is the trail that I'm in right here. So I am on the trail, and it is armpit deep grass and weeds. So yeah. Okay, day 2, like I said, I am on the Black Cat trail, and most of it has not been weedy, just a couple small sections. Yesterday was much worse. But it's very spider webby, so this is kind of how I'm hiking today, because I don't like them smashing my face every 2 seconds. So I got a pretty light pack, so that helps, and the terrain's pretty good. The ground's nice and soft and not super difficult. So anyways, got about 10-mile day today, so gotta make sure I take lots of breaks and take my time, otherwise I'll get to my spot at noon, and I don't want to do that. So I'll be taking breaks and trying to enjoy myself. day 2. Just walked a half mile down to the lake, and this is my spot for lunch. They even got a little porta potty, yay! So it's a nice, beautiful spot. Connecticut River between the second Connecticut Lake and the first Connecticut Lake. So, hiking right down along this today. All right, it's day 3. I stayed at the Tillotson shelter last night in Pittsburgh. It was a beautiful shelter. It was a good night. Had some type of activity though. Whoa! At about 9:30, there was a huge crash and bang behind my behind the hut shelter thing, and it was odd, to say the least. It didn't sound like a tree falling. It sounded like it sounded like something being thrown, something very large. Looked around, didn't see anything. Usually I sleep with earplugs. Not last night. So it was deathly quiet. There's no wind. It's humid. It actually makes for pretty decent sleeping. I set up my hammock inside the shelter and slept way better than that. I think it's time to really reconsider going back to a hammock setup, because my back is not good. I have some type of issue on my right lower side, so hopefully that'll resolve itself. I have a very light load today, getting over to Young's store and then to Lake Francis Campground. It's only like a 11-mile day today, so I got out of camp at 8:30, and I'm on the trail. So, feeling pretty good this morning. We'll see how the day goes. All right, so I'm up on, I think it's Round Pond, and it goes out onto this little road for a short while. One of the things I've been dealing with for the last few days is a squeaky shoe, which is driving me nuts. Yeah, not a fan. All right, this is a trail. There's a blaze, comes right down, right in through here. So this is, somewhere in here is a trail. This is what you do. You just fucking head high grass, fucking use your poles, scoot it out of the way, and get through those areas. It was nice back a while back, a mile or so, they had it all weed whacked. So that was nice of them. But yeah, this morning has been a beautiful hike. So I'm really enjoying it. We have a breeze this morning. It's not quite as hot and the sun's not out. So it feels good. All right, see, it opens back up. All right, so this is what I'm talking about. See, they weed whacked all this, mowed it. Otherwise, I'd be walking through crap that high. So yeah, they've definitely been, this today is much more maintained trail, kind of. So it's nice, thank you, trail maintainers. Okay, I'm on top of Prospect Mountain. got a really nice view of, I think that's Lake Francis. So it's really pretty up here. Take lunch. Little road walk. Beautiful up here. All right, so today is day 3, and I've taken a lot of videos and pictures and stuff. Some days you feel good, and some days you don't. And today I felt pretty good. I just got off the phone with some folks where I live in Massachusetts, and they are getting hammered with a hurricane. So it looks like it's gonna go east of here. That's the plan at this point, but you know, things could change. But so yeah, doing a nice road walk right now. Some of the road walks aren't bad, some of them are bleh. But this one's pretty good. Going down into Young's store, and then I'll be at Lake Francis in a little bit. So yeah, big hurricane. Hopefully I'm missing it. Okay, night 3, Lake Francis campground, tent, hammock, and good old Lake Francis right out here. Yoo-hoo! Alright, good spot. Alright, I'm leaving Lake Francis campground. 8:30 in the morning, my shoe's squeaking away. It only squeaks on roads, it doesn't squeak on the trail. And if I do this, it doesn't squeak. But that's not very comfortable. So, I don't know, whatever. All right, so it's day 4. I stayed at Lake Francis campground last night. Had a good spot, but just so many people up really late. So I did sleep in my hammock without any cover, which was a little risky considering the forecast, but it did not rain. And I slept, once I got to sleep, I slept good. So yeah, so I'm on trail. I've been on trail for about a couple hours, but I keep stopping to try to fix my squeaking shoe, which I need to figure out a way to not let it bother me because it's bugging me and I can't seem to resolve it. And there's no outfitters around here to even get a hitch in to try to get a new pair, so I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm on one of these grassy trails right now, and it's soaking wet. They have weed whacked it, so it's better than a lot of them. So we'll see how today goes. It's supposed to be a lot of road walks, which means lots of squeaky shoes. The shoes only squeak on the road walk, not on the trails. Not squeaking right now. Darndest thing. Believe me, I've been all up and down these shoes. I cannot figure it out. So anyways, let's hope for a good day. And yeah, should be at Rudy's later. Little discrepancy of how far it is from here. So I'm not sure. Got a couple different things telling me different things. So I'll get there when I get there. All right, so it's day 4. About 10:30 in the morning, came out right there. The trail's right there. And this area is called 6 Mile View, Lake Francis. As you can see, the water's pretty low, but this is a really, really pretty spot. Okay, it's about 11:30. Just came out onto this little dirt road, which I have to hike on for about 7.5 miles, I guess. So, me and my squeaky shoe. Maybe I can jog the squeak out. Okay, jogging lasted for about a half a mile. And then it started to go uphill and I'm like, ah. But if I get over here in this loose stuff and I kind of make noise as I'm walking, I can't hear the squeak. I'd rather hear this than the squeak. So, anyways, this is my afternoon right here doing this. It's a little after 3 o'clock here, day 4. Been on these logging roads pretty much all day. So I'm getting to Rudy's here in another hour or so. But nice day, nice cool breeze. Been quite a bit of sun though earlier today. But this is a nice, kind of prettier stretch with the flowers on the side. So, winding down day 4. Okay, it's day 5. I've been on the trail half an hour or so, and I'm at the snack shack, which there's nobody around, and there's also porta potty right on trail. This is a trail, comes right up through here, and really nice views. But the big mountains are in the clouds over there. So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful day. All right, here, morning of day 5 still. This road, pretty wide road, right? No, not for spiders. We got spider webs every 5 feet or so, whacking me in the face. So pretty energetic spiders around here, doing a lot of work, going from one side of the road to the other, I guess. All right, it's day 5. Had a really good night last night. Got into Rudy's early at like 4 o'clock, and people are so nice. And this lady Mary who stays there seasonally is like she's a full-blown trail angel as far as I'm concerned. Super nice, and brings you over food and talks to you, and nice to have somebody to talk to on this trail in particular. So yeah, they were super nice. Showers, laundry, running water, toilet, all very clean. It was $3.50 for a shower and to do my laundry. So, and it was only $20 to camp. And I was right, she put me under the canopy because there was a threat of rain, and I stayed in my tent, and it worked out pretty good. I slept okay. Not as good as the hammock, but okay. And yeah, I woke up at like 1 o'clock and my tent was all bright. Like you could see everything. I'm like, oh cool, I slept through the whole night. Well, it was just the moon was out, and it made it so you could see like everything, including inside my tent. So got back to sleep, got up about 6 o'clock, had coffee and breakfast right on the lake. So that was excellent. And then Mary came over and we talked. I wanted to get going, but I'm like, nope, enjoy yourself. Sat there and talked with her for about 20 minutes. And she actually ended up running me back down the trail, because to get up to Rudy's is quite the hike. They're at about 2,000 feet up there. And yeah, she was nice enough to drive me back down to the trailhead, which saved me some time. I got out of there around 8 o'clock. And today's been really nice. It's sunny and cool and breezy. It's supposed to heat up though. I got a bunch of road walks again today to get to Coleman State Park, and then I'm going to pick up my resupply and head up to Panorama Shelter. So about 16, 17 miles today. So I gotta kind of keep a move on. All right, that's it. day 5. I had a really nice morning hike down on some old farm roads, beautiful views, pastures, farms, beautiful. But now it's put me out on this asphalt road, which is 5 miles of this to Coleman State Park. So it used to be a trail all the way there, but the home landowners, I guess, have restricted it. New landowners don't want hikers hiking through their property. So it puts us down on this asphalt road. 5 miles of crap. But we'll get there. Okay, so the asphalt road turned into a hard packed dirt road, which is better. And it's getting kind of hot and it's pretty sunny, so I'm thinking about using my umbrella for some sun protection, but there's an awful lot of clouds in the sky too. I don't think I'm gonna quite yet. If it breaks out and gets even more sunny, then I might. All right, so I'm giving it a try. Sun umbrella. See how it goes. Pretty friggin' hot. Alright, just leaving Coleman Campground. Oh my goodness, so many nice people on this trail. I met Skip, who takes care of the property out on the road, and he shuttled me in about the last half mile of road walk, hot pavement uphill. So that was nice. I got all my resupply box and charged my phone for a little bit, took a break, had my lunch, relaxed, laid down, and now I'm back on trail. It's about 1:30. I got 6 miles to get up to Panorama Shelter. It's on top of a 3,000 foot mountain, and yeah, so put me in the snowmobile trail for a bit. Hopefully, oh, it's gonna turn right here into the woods. Hopefully it'll be a trail. All right, on my way up to Panorama Shelter, and I am on an actual hiking trail. First time in since the day before yesterday, I think. So hopefully it lasts. Okay, just filled up with water. I have 3.5 liters of water. My pack is super heavy. Got 3 days of food. Headed up to Panorama. Should be there in an hour or so. So far a nice, easy, steady incline. I'm sure that'll change. But yeah, really pretty. I'm digging these wildflowers, summer wildflowers that have been along this hike so far. They help when things aren't the greatest. So all right, I'm still on my way up this mountain. I guess it's called Sagatory Mountain. It's like 3,000 something feet. You can tell we're getting into some alpine-ish stuff, so I'm dying here. Almost there, hopefully. leaving Panorama
Panorama Shelter. It's the start of day 6. I had a really good night here. 2,800 feet up. I had the shelter all to myself. I set my hammock up again and it was so comfortable. I had a couple falls yesterday and I really I got a little back issue and those falls kind of did not help it. So we'll see how today goes. I'm gonna get over to Bald Head Shelter. So I hit Table Rock today, which is one of the more scenic areas on the trip. And it should be a good hike. I'm getting ready to go wipe some spider webs with my face and get soaked from the tall grass like I do every day. But it's still gonna be a good day. Look at this view. So yeah, that's the view from Panorama. I know they're talking about clearing these trees out, and because it used to be like really good, so they want to get it back to the way it used to be. All right, onward.
All right, day 6, and I'm on trail. It's been about 15 minutes, and this is what I'm talking about, getting soaking wet every morning, because the trails are just, you know, they're overgrown. People don't hike them enough, and you know, they don't have enough trail workers. The trail workers they do have do a great job, but yeah, so I'm getting wet, man. Woohoo! All good. All right, so every day, every morning, I see moose tracks and bear tracks a lot, but mostly moose. And I got some fresh ones in front of me this morning. I had some yesterday too, and you can't be too far up there. I know that it's fresh from this morning because I'm not getting any spider webs, so thank you, Mr. Moose, for coming through and clearing the spider webs for me. And maybe you'll let me get a peek of you in a bit. Made it to Dixville Notch. Freaking incredible. Except for whoever decided to put windmills in the fucking mountain. And Table Rock is right up there. I'll be there in several hours. They make you go all the way down there, and then I have to go all the way up that side of the road over to the Table Rock. So I'm getting down in Dixville Notch, and this is a more touristy place. Like it's popular, day hikers, and the trail reflects that. It's a beautiful area. If you ever come to northern New Hampshire, you must go to Dixville Notch. Go up to Table Rock and do some of the hiking around here. So this is kind of an idea. This is like, compared to what I've been doing, it's like, it's a dream. Day 6, lunch break. I'm at my last water source for like 5 miles. I'm on my way up to Table Rock. I was gonna have lunch on Table Rock, but it is so hot today. And there'll be people up there. And I don't want to eat in the sun, and this is like perfect spot. It's nice and cool right here. I got all my stuff. Nobody's here to bug me. So I got water. So yeah, life is good on the trail today. All right, that is Table Rock right over there. I came down that ridge over there, went down that way, and then back up to where I'm here. I don't think I'm going over there today. It is so hot and humid, and I've been there before. So I think I'm just gonna carry on. If you've never done this trail before, you can't skip it. But I've been there, so I'm moving on. I lied. I came over. It's literally 50 feet off the trail. So this is Table Rock. You can see how humid it is. So, yeah, it goes right on out. And it's like straight down right here. Whoa. That's where I was a few minutes ago. It's a really cool spot. It goes right out to the end. Pretty freaking cool spot. Straight down the valley. Table Rock. Not for the faint of heart if you're afraid of heights. Because it then goes right down. So yeah, came down that ridge, went way the hell down there, and came all the way back up this ridge. So, not gonna hang here. I'm making horrible time today. Okay, leaving Table Rock, Dixville Notch, back on the real Cohos trail. So, all good. Alright, I'm at some old abandoned ski area, and they had me walk up the ski trail in the blazing sun. So I only sweated a couple liters of sweat. You can see how hazy it is. It's crazy. Alright, it's 3:30, day 6. It has been one tough day. The heat and the humidity, and a lot more mountains today. So I'm going down this logging ATV type road, and that's where I have to go tonight, way up at the top of that mountain. I've been going very slow. It's going to take me a while to get there. Yeah, 8 liters of water so far today. It's a hot, humid day. All right, day 6. Today has been brutal. Yeah, the sun's getting to me, so I kind of did this. This is my sweat rag. Tucked it under my hat, keep the sun off my neck. So yeah, it's only a 12.2 mile day, but it's been tough with the heat and humidity and the uphill climbs, and now this crappy ass logging road, which is not very smooth and straight downhill, knowing that I have to go straight back uphill to get to my shelter tonight, and I have a 2 mile plus water carry up to the shelter. So as brutal as the day's been, the hardest part probably still in front of me. And it's going on 4 o'clock, so it's gonna be my latest night getting into shelter with one of my fewest mileage days. That's the way it goes. All right, it's morning 7. I left the shelter an hour ago, and going up, it's really hard when you're doing straight up hills and you can't use your trekking poles because the trail is just so overgrown, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll give you an update in a little bit, but these up hills where the foliage and everything is in the trail makes it really so you can't really use your trekking poles how you normally would to help yourself up the mountain, but all part of it. All right, it's day 7. Left the shelter about an hour ago. Had a good night last night at Bald Head Shelter. Yeah, yesterday afternoon was something else. I stopped for lunch at like 1 o'clock at the last water source before like a 6 mile stretch, and I decided to take 2 liters of water with me
I was hesitant because usually I can go quite a ways before I actually need water. But it was just so hot and humid yesterday. I didn't want to take a chance. And I looked at the terrain and it looked pretty up and down. And I'm very glad that I did that because I drank all of that 2 liters of water and it was a very difficult afternoon. It was just physically hard and challenging, and you know, the trail is all overgrown like it has been pretty much every day. Like right now I'm just walking through crap like that, but yeah, your legs are constantly ripping through the trail, so it's about as close to bushwhacking as you can get without actually bushwhacking, because there is a little trail under there. So I'm going to try to make it to Percy tent site, which is about 17 miles. I wanted to get out of camp at 7 this morning, but I didn't get out till 7:35. I got everything rounded up and ready to go, and then put my shoes on and had some skin gone on my heel. So I had to take my backpack apart, get some second skin and some tape, and tape that up, and it's good to go. So yeah, I'm out on trail. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be hot again today, and it's a good day. Good day. Yeah, that's the trail. Day 7. Like I said, I left at about 7:30 this morning, and it's about 9 now, and I'm making good time, even though you know, the trail is what it is. Spiderweb everywhere, overgrown, but I'm actually really starting to enjoy the challenge of it all. So today's hike this morning, just like yesterday morning, very refreshing and enjoyable and good. So hopefully it doesn't turn into yesterday afternoon where it became the opposite. But yeah, morning hiking is where it's at, especially on these hot, humid days. It's just so much nicer in the morning, so I can make better time. Been doing a lot of uphill this morning. So I think we go into this gash. We're going to a nice area today. I forget the name of it, but I'll probably tell you later. Oh, spiderweb right across my face. And yeah, so a nice little hike this morning. I've been able to make some time, which is important today. And I'll see you on up the trail here. Pretty mountain views. Yeah. Woohoo, the challenge. So I've been going through tall grass for the last hour or so, and I just wanted to show that there are people out here working on the trails. This is that same section I've been in, and somebody's been out here very, very recently weed whacking, so thank you. You've got another I don't know, half a mile going the other way, which I'm sure they'll do little by little. You know, it's all free, it's all volunteer, so thank you to whoever's out here doing this. Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, life is old now, older than the wind, deeper than the ocean, howling like the wind.
Oops, got that wrong. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, oh take me home, my country roads.
All right, so the heat has returned. I just did a little challenge. I had a 2.7 mile section and I tried to do it in an hour. And I fell and broke my trekking pole. So I have one trekking pole, which isn't that bad. I always wanted to try having one trekking pole, so I just looked at this as an opportunity to have one trekking pole. Anyways, I made it here in an hour, and now I'm headed up to Old Hermit. Hopefully I'll get to Percy campsite tonight, but it is hot. I just jumped in. Well, I didn't jump in. I took like a quick dunk my head right in there.
Day 7 afternoon, like 3 o'clock, and it is hot AF again. Whew, humid, hot. All that energy I had in the morning is gone, and I'm dragging, and I've got 4+ miles to go. Most of it uphill, so. But at least tonight there's water where I'm staying, so. Doing good. It's actually nice, it's just hot. It's hot. Hot, hot, hot and humid.
All right, I got to Percy. It's day 7. Never sweat like this in my life these last 2 days. Just ridiculous. But did not like Percy. I got 3 miles. I'm gonna go to Devil's Rest. It's a little over 3 miles away. I just got to get up and over Percy, which is 0.7 straight up, and then it's all downhill to Devil's Rest. So I should be in pretty good shape getting there. I'll be tired. It'll be a 20-mile day, which wasn't planned, but yeah, it's really actually a pretty good day considering how hot and humid it was. It was a good day. I made the best of it. It was a lot of good stuff, and trails were pretty good. So yeah, I'll get to Devil's Rest.
Right up at the top of this mountain. It's nice and cool. The sun's going down. It's about 6 o'clock. And it's really pretty up here. So I'm really enjoying it. I remember when I did the Appalachian Trail, I really liked hiking in the evening. I just didn't like getting caught out in the dark, which I shouldn't tonight. But anyways, getting down to Devil's Rest Shelter.
All right, it's day 8. I'm glad I made the extra 3+ miles to get over to Devil's Rest last night. It was a really nice evening hike. Very enjoyable, so I'm glad I did it. And when I make a decision like that later in the day, I get an adrenaline rush. So I just made the decision and went for it and made it in plenty of time. So it wasn't an issue. Had a good night there. I was up kind of late because my phone apparently is full. So I had to go through and delete a bunch of stuff so I can have enough room on here for the next 4 days, or I think it's 4 more days after today. And so that took me a little while. But I had a good night's sleep, got up this morning, headed down to Percy Lodge, picked up my resupply package, met Karen, who runs the place. Beautiful, beautiful place. And they actually have a store there. I didn't even need to send a package because they had Nora sides and, you know, instant mashed potatoes and bars, and they had plenty of things. I could have easily resupplied there. But that's okay. I got my stuff, charged my phone, headed off. So I'm headed into the Kilkenny Wilderness, hoping to get to Cabot Camp tonight, and then into Jefferson tomorrow. So this is one of the tougher sections of the hike. It actually gets tougher and tougher the further you go south. So yeah, been a beautiful morning. A bunch of road walking here so far, but we're getting up in there. It'll be good. This morning, day 8 still. I made a wrong turn, ended up down by some lake, and the trail was paralleling me, so I'm now bushwhacking straight up this hill to the road, which is up there. Whew. The White Mountains National Forest about an hour ago. So we are on really nice trails, headed up to Rogers Ledges and unknown pond campsite, and then on to Cabot from there. So nice to be on hiking trails, like real established hiking trails the last few days. So yep, it's an absolutely beautiful morning. It's not nearly as hot and humid so far. It's almost noon now, so I'll be stopping for lunch in a little bit. And hopefully it doesn't get too hot this afternoon. Winding down day 8. It's been a wonderful day. I've only got about less than a mile to Cabot, or I don't know what the hell it's called. But anyways, I'll be up there soon. I gotta do a little sketchy water descent. Supposedly it's down a steep grade about 200 or 300 feet, so that should be interesting. But anyways, it's been a really good day. I went to this place called Rogers Ledges, which I didn't realize was so freaking nice. And as you can see, this trail right here is really nice. Everything is nice. The world is good in the mountains. Not looking forward to getting home and learning all the crap in the real world. Oh well, I don't have to think about that for another few days, so just enjoy this. Alright, so I'm on my way up to Cabot. I'm about a quarter to the halfway up to the top, and the plan was to go down this steep embankment and get water, but I'm coming up the trail and there's water streaming down it. So I got me a leaf here, and I'm filling up my water right here. And I already did one bag. I got both bottles here filled. Cleanest water you ever seen in your life.
top of the mountain water, right on the trail. You can't beat that, man. What the heck? All right, so I made it to Cabot Cabin, and yeah, it's pretty nice. Little view out there into the sunshine. Come on in, we got a picnic table, on the table, on the table. And we got some bunk beds in here with some shelves, windows, shelves. So yeah, gonna be a good night.
All right, morning of day 9. Not the greatest night of sleep last night, that's for sure. Between the hard board that I slept on, and there's fumes in here from, apparently they spilt some type of paint thinner type fluid. They're doing construction in here, so it's pretty fumy and smelly in here. I opened both the back window and this front door, and I ended up having to leave them open all night, and it still didn't really help, but that's all right. They'll come up here, they'll get it straightened out, I'm sure. I'm headed to Jefferson today. I'll be on the Kincaid Ridge, and I think that's how you say it. Probably not, but whatever. And it's about 14 miles, and it's one of the more remote, harder sections of the trail. A lot of steep up and downs, big mountains, kind of like a big, large roller coaster today. But I'm planning on a good day. I got lots of water to start, so that's good. And have no idea where I'm staying tonight. First time that's happened. The Jefferson Inn is full, and they're at the end of the trail head here. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out when I get down there. I'll sleep somewhere. All right, onward. All right, out on the trail. I believe it's day, oh shoot, 8 or 9? 8, I think. I'm on the Kilkenny Ridge, and it looks like I just got to Mount Terrace. Oh, it says no Mount Terrace. Yeah, I didn't think so. So I've got a little bit before I get there. This is just a little fall summit. But yeah, I've got like 5 or 6 peaks to go up and down today, and they're all up, you know, over 3,500 feet. And the last one is Mount Womback, which I've done before. And I know that grade down it's a nice, easy grade down, so I'll be able to make some time the last 3 miles of the day. It's cool. And cloudy, but not raining, so I'll take it. It's actually a perfect day to do this ridge. I shouldn't say that. I'd rather have some sun with some cool temperatures, but ain't no complaining here. So it's really nice. There's not supposed to be a lot of outward views on this ridge, and it's not a super popular hiked trail, so I'll probably run into some blowdowns and whatnot. But yeah, feeling good. Still don't know where I'm staying tonight. It's kind of all part of the adventure, man. Hey, I made the 0.1 miles up to the top of Mount Terence, where people say there's no views. Yeah. All right, I'm just leaving the last of the week's peaks and week's mountains, headed for Womback. Making extremely good time, and a lot of that is due to the fact that it's really cool and there's a breeze, and I sweat. It doesn't matter how slow I go up the hills, I sweat. So in turn, that makes it a little cool, like on the downhills. And if I stop for too long, I'll freeze to death. Well, I won't freeze to death, but I'll be cold and not happy. So on days like this, you just keep kind of moving. You know, you eat as you go, you stop for a minute or two here and there, and then you move on. Otherwise your body will
get really cold really fast, and that kind of sucks. Plus, I'm up over 3,000 feet all day doing this ridgeline walking, or roller coaster ridgeline walking, so I want to just get down off of this and into Jefferson and figure out where I'm going to stay, get my resupply for the last stretch, and yeah, I think it might have some rain in the forecast too, so see how that plays into everything. But anyways, it's been really, really nice hiking. It's just so nice to be on trails rather than roads and snowmobile trails. This is what it's all about for me. My happy zone. All right. All right, I'm making my way over to Wambach, and we just had a few showers. And of course, now I have to be walking through overgrown grassy trails, so getting soaked. Oh boy. It's been a great trail all day today until the last half hour. It's been all this overgrown, barely see the trail. And of course, right after a rainstorm is when I gotta go through it. So I'm not sure what the deal is, why all the rest of it. I can't even see where I'm going, so I'm tripping, stumbling. Freaking frustrating. This is what the trail's turned into now for the last half mile or so. Just the trees are on the trail. I don't know what the heck's going on, so you're basically just going, there's no way to get through this crap. So. I made it to Star King with a nice view.
Good morning, day 10 on the trail. Had a good night at Israel River Campground. I am headed up there, right up there this afternoon. It's Owl's Head and Martha's Mountain. So that'll be fun. Yesterday was a good day. Today, I got to get over to, I think it's Deception Campground. That's about the closest place I can get to set me up for tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's thunderstorms in the forecast, so the plan is to get up super early and get over Eisenhower before the thunderstorms. And then I'll be out the next day. So, yeah, it's going well this morning. Right away into the tall grass, so my feet are soaked. But I don't care, because I'm kind of used to it. And it's been a nice hike. A little mosquito-y this morning. That's the one thing. So if you do it in the fall, like I'm doing, or the late summer, you don't have bugs, or as many, very little bugs, but you have tall grass in that to deal with. So I would rather have the tall grass than the bugs. I don't like bugs in my face and in my ears buzzing away and biting me. So that's what I chose. I'm glad I did. I'd do it again. And yeah. So, it's gonna be a good day. Trail is that away. Alright, I'm on the Presidential Rail Trail in the Cherry Pond area.
That's the ridge I was on yesterday. I did that whole thing and it goes back even further. Glad I'm not up there today. They're socked in. And that's the Presidentials, they're socked in. And this is Martha's Mountain and Owl's Head, where I'll be in a few hours. Hopefully the clouds will lift. And these meadows are just beautiful. Amazing. I keep stopping, I'm not making good time. All right, time to go up into the clouds. On my way up Mount Martha and Owl's Head, and look at what we have here. An old abandoned camper. Beautiful still spot, eh? All right, I'm headed up Owl's Head. Still got a ways to go, but this is a nice hardwood forest area. Haven't been through a lot that has been all hardwood like this. This will be an amazing foliage hike. All right, I'm almost to the top of Owl's Head, and look at these trees. This is pretty cool. Wow. All right, let's get up there. All right, I'm sitting on top of Owl's Head. That was quite the steep ascent, about 2,000 feet, and the last 500 feet were like straight up. My calves were on fire. So having lunch here and gonna head over to Mount Martha and then down to, I think it's Deception Campground, to get me set up to get up and over Eisenhower tomorrow, hopefully before the storms. So just want to give a shout out to my family. They're having a family gathering, reunion type thing at my cousin's house. I hope they're all having a good time. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I love all you guys and hope you're having fun. So I gotta wrap up lunch and get moving on. Hey, just want to give a shout out to this Tenacious tape. I put it on like day 3 because I had my skin was rubbed off back there, and it is on there like glue. So it's been working great, stuck right to my skin. I'm sure it'll be like that until I finish. Until I get home on Tuesday night, and then I'll get some warm water and get it off of there. But this stuff is great. All right, we're getting up to the summit of Mount Martha. Back up into the clouds. Oh boy, look at that. Does it get any better than this? I say no. I had bad arthritis in my big toe when I started this trip. Gone, no pain. Use it or lose it. So, I have taken my shoes off twice today, stopped, taken breaks, dried everything out, put best I can, insoles and everything. Put new socks on. I just did it again at lunch. And every time, I swear, it's so pointless because the trail just throws me right back into, every time I do it, as soon as I'm done, within 5 minutes, I'm back in this crap and my feet get soaked again. So the trail is laughing at me. All right, it's night 10. I got into Destination Campground early, like 4:30, and I got a shower and situated. It's been raining on and off, and I've been pretty comfortable in the tent. Had a really good day today. Cherry Pond area was really, really nice, and Owl's Head and Mount Martha were really, really nice too. Tough, but they were really pretty, and I enjoyed that. I did not really enjoy the 4-mile road walk down Cherry Road or whatever that was. That kind of sucked, but
whatever. Mostly good day, and tomorrow I got to get up over Eisenhower. The plan is to get up at like 5 a.m. and try to get up there and beat the storm. Yeah, and I also need to get across a dry river, which if it storms and torrential rains, that river can sometimes become unpassable, so that would not be good. So the whole goal for tomorrow is just to get across that river, up and over Eisenhower, and then across the river, and then set up camp. And if everything goes right, I'll be at camp super early, so it'll be interesting, you know, figuring out what I'm going to do all afternoon in the thundering and lightning. But yeah, I got my Bible app and go through photos and maybe journal, do some stuff like that, and I'll be fine. But and then we'll get out of here the next day. So hoping for a good night tonight, and like I said, we'll get an early start tomorrow. All right, it's day 11. I'm out on this road walk trying to get to Eisenhower. I got up at 5 o'clock, got out of camp at 6:05. So by far the earliest I've been out. I'm kind of nervous. I'm looking at Eisenhower right in front of me. It's socked in, and there's thunderstorms predicted for early afternoon. But if my timing is right, I should be over it before then. Of course, we are in the White Mountains in the presidential range, and stuff can change quick. So, but I've got my stuff packed up really good. So if there's any issue, I can just, if I have to, I can just set my tent up. And everything's like triple redundancy dryness. I'm trying not to take any chances with that. So yeah, I'm gonna be moving right along today as fast as I can to get up and over that. I see blue sky though, actually. It's parts of the sky, so who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But I'm walking along. I had a good night last night at the Deception Campground. Yeah, everything a hiker would need is right there. Yeah, pretty cheap, only 20 bucks. No, 25 bucks compared to the 40 bucks at Israel River. Not worth it. I mean, that was a good place, but not worth 40 bucks. So yeah, moving on. Hoping for a good day and see what kind of miles I can push out in some in some quick order. All right. All right. Just stopped at the Irving store, Market and Deli. Got me a sausage, egg, and cheese for the road. A little extra energy to get up and over that bad boy today. All right, so excited. Forgot my trekking pole, my one pole, so luckily I only made it about, I don't know, a couple hundred feet. So I'm headed up to this hotel. Really nice, famous place. Looking at these mountains, and I cannot convey enough how high the adrenaline is in me right now to try to get up into those clouds and down the other side. Yeah, it's probably getting close to 7 a.m. and I want to be basically on top of that by 10. So yeah, I got quite the adrenaline rush this morning, and it's super nice out. Like, got all these Canadian geese over here. It's just beautiful, like 60 degrees, air feels good. There's actually sunshine up there, clouds, sky, everything. So moving on, baby. Yeah, so this trail takes you right up to this massive, famous hotel, puts you right out onto the freaking golf course. It's beautiful here, man. Beautiful. Mountains in the background, which are socked in at the top. Oh, river. Woohoo! Doesn't get any better! Right, I thought I would take the purple route, alternate route, because it shaved a couple of tenths off the
the route, and I'm kind of in a hurry. And I thought it'd be cool to go through the golf course, except I got lost. And I ended up going at least 3 or 4 extra tents. So all the time that I was gonna save is lost. And I finally found this trail and headed up. All right, so back on trail here, going the right way. And the good thing about getting lost on the golf course was I passed a beautiful opened restroom house, which came in handy dandy. So got that all out of the way, and yeah, all was good. Lost maybe 10 minutes there, so not bad. And you know, golf course is beautiful. So who doesn't like to wander around a golf course and look at all the little ponds and structures and greens? Nothing like nice manicured grass. This just scared the living shit out of me. Water weirdly bubbling out of the ground. All right, so just went off trail again for about a quarter of a mile or so. This bridge is gone and there's a sign there that says closed, so I just kept going that way. Checked the Avenza map and I was way off trail. So I came back and just jumped over the brook, and now yes, I have dry feet. Not for long. Throws you out onto this grassy ass patch. That dirt road probably went right to the freaking trailhead, but I didn't want to risk it and be way off trail. This is a trail, nice trail. Oh yeah, very well maintained. All right, I finally made it out to the main road here. That was the hardest section to navigate from the hotel to here. Got off trail 3 times. Not a very good setup. Navigation map system for the Cohos. Yeah, I am like loaded with some kind of crap all over me from going through basically not a trail, just kind of bushwhacking straight to that gate. But I'm here, so get over half a mile to Mount Eisenhower trailhead and we'll be headed up. I'm about 15 minutes behind schedule because of all the wrong turns and such, but that's okay. The sun is out and it is all blue skies right now, so that's a good sign, I think. Or do you not want it to get too hot when there's thunderstorms in the forecast? We shall see. All right, I'm at the top of Edmonds Path, and I'm gonna go that way. This is where the trail intersects with the Appalachian Trail for a few tenths of a mile. So yeah, I've been here. Actually, I've been here, I think this is my 4th time. So Eisenhower is right up there. I don't see the need to go up there today. So I'm just gonna go up Crawford's Path. Maybe the clouds will lift in the next 15 or 20 minutes before I get to the junction to turn down to Dry River. If it does, I'll stop for a break. If not, it's kind of, you get in these clouds and it's cool, you know, and it's breezy. And I just came up, you know, I just did, I don't know, 3,000 feet straight up. So I'm totally soaked. So if I stop very long, unless I take and change my clothes, which I'm not gonna do, it's cool, which, you know, we talked about the other day, how that works. So I'm gonna keep moving. It was a nice hike up here. Nice and gradual, took my time. Seems like the threat of storms has subsided somewhat. They're still in the forecast, but not as, like, only now like 30 or 40% chance rather than 80, 85%. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm at the top, I'm at the pass, and you know, I'm not running for my life at this point from storms and lightning. So it's good, I'm happy. All right, I no longer finished making that last little video when it started raining, getting darker and getting cooler and getting more windy. So I got my phone out and checked the weather, looked at the radar, and sure enough, there's dark greens and yellows popping up all around this area I'm in. So I had to kind of move it and needed to get down off there. I'm down into some cover now. It's still not the biggest cover, but I feel better down here off of the ridge. And it hasn't started pouring or anything. So yeah, I was kind of hopeful I'd get to spend some time up there with the way it looked earlier, but no, there's the threat of rain and storms is like right now for the next hour. So I can't just hang out up there. I got to get down. So down we go, and I'm on this Dry River trail. It's not a very popular trail. It's not very well traveled, just like a lot of the Cohos trail. So it's overgrown and yeah, you just kind of plow through. But all good, all good. This is Dry River. It looks like I should be able to find a place to cross. But you can imagine if this gets really, really full and flooded, you wouldn't want to be trucking down that sucker. With, you know, say the water's up this high. You wouldn't make it, man. All the rocks are really slippery, so hopefully I don't fall on my ass. All right, I made it across the bridge. And I just stopped for lunch at a little stealth spot on the other side. And I forget how hard it is when everything's wet, how much more difficult everything is to do. Because I haven't had much rain on this trip, but just doing that lunch, trying to keep my stuff inside back dry, and you know, everything's just slimy and wet, but whatever. I'm gonna get up here to near Isolation and set up camp for the night, and we'll be out of here tomorrow. All right, I'm on Mount Isolation. There it is right there. There's the summit. It's raining, it's windy, it's getting late in the day. I got nowhere to camp. I just saw a little stealth spot I might have to crawl in because it's getting pretty nasty. So yeah, I'll be out of here tomorrow, it looks like. The weather can't make up its mind what it wants to do today. So yeah. It's been a good day overall, and yeah, so we'll just hope to get through tonight and get out of here tomorrow. All right. Tent.
It is night 11. Had a really good day today. Got poured on twice. My backpack is not waterproof. I thought it was. But my sleep stuff's all dry, so I'm good. I kind of got stuck up here near isolation, little stealth spot. So it's gonna work out fine. And we got about 9 miles and we will get on out of here tomorrow. So yeah, it's a good day. Been a good trip. Hopefully we'll get out of here with no issues tomorrow. Back on trail this morning. It's day 12. Mount Isolation did not disappoint last night. It was super beautiful. The stars last night, the sunrise this morning. Couldn't ask for anything better. And it's my last day. I'm hiking in my sleeping clothes, which are nice and dry, which is nice not to have to put on a wet shirt and wet leggings and all that crap. I also am wearing my rain gear because, as it should be, this last leg of the Cohos is an overgrown trail that doesn't get hiked much. So I know it's gonna be on top of me like this is the trail right here. And part of it's already been like just a flowing brook too. So, but it's good, it's the way it should finish. It's the way this trail should finish, you know, on top of you, making you fight for every inch. So yeah, it's been a beautiful morning. And I should be out of here by, I don't know, 1 o'clock maybe. Hopefully I'll get to stop at some of these summits ahead. Stairs, Resolution, and Crawford. We'll see how the timing works out. I can always come back and do those. So yeah, beautiful day today. Sunshine, breezy, in the 60s. So looking good.
All right, so it's mid-morning now, and I'm on the Davis Path, headed on out. And actually this trail is really nice. I mean, yes, it's overgrown in some spots, but other spots I like it overall a lot. It's a little saturated this morning because we had all that rain yesterday, but I think I'm definitely gonna come back up and do this trail. And as soon as I say something like that, it looks like freaking grass. My feet are dry so far. Ugh, I want to keep them that way. All right, only a few miles to go. I made the little short trip out to Stairs Mountain, and I'm glad I did. Saw the stairs. 4.2 miles. And we're out. So I'm gonna try to just go straight through from here. Okay, here's the bridge. This is the end. Yeehaw! Me and this bad boy, we did it. Quite the adventure. So I would definitely do it again. No regrets. The river is low. Yes, it is.